Hello everyone, how are you doing and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video I wanted to talk about a game which is probably one of my favourite games ever. And obviously by the title you've seen, it's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Now if you've watched my channel you'll know that a lot of my content is playing on sort of old CODs. You know, COD Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 1, Black Ops 1, etc. Basically what I would call the best era of Call of Duty. But what I was thinking when I was playing a little bit of Modern Warfare 2 the other day is, if Modern Warfare 2 was released in 2025, so say for like the first time when it was actually released, but it was released in today's day and age, do you think it will be as good or as big as a hit as it was? You know, do you think people would look back on it fondly? Now for me, I think there's so many amazing aspects in the game. I mean, from the guns to the maps. I mean, for me, some of the most iconic guns and maps in the whole of the franchise: Favela, High Rise, Terminal, you know, three probably my favourite maps of all time. Let me know what your favourite map is from Modern Warfare 2, as well as weapons as well. I mean, in every single weapon class, I mean, you've got SMGs, UMP, AR, Sky M4, sniping as well. Just the amount of unbelievable weapons in that game, it really does just make you think like how amazing it was back then. I've touched upon it in a previous video, saying how I feel like now in Call of Duty I don't really enjoy the weapons as much. I know it's a strange thing to say, but I don't look back on the Call of Duties of the last 5 years and think, oh, I remember when I used that weapon, it was the best I've ever used. But when I look back at that era of Call of Duty, like Modern Warfare 2 when it was first released, I mean, there's still weapons now that I remember using when it was first released. I thought, wow, this weapon is absolutely amazing, and I couldn't wait to use it every day. I couldn't wait to level it up, get all the attachments, etc. But for me, I think there's a few things which would make it maybe not so successful, because I do think not just the games have changed, but I think the people who play them have obviously changed as well. So I think the player base itself has changed. Obviously you've got things like the one-man army, noob, which I think would be exploited unbelievably. I mean, I don't know if you've played Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 recently, but now like sort of people know about it and they're playing the newer CODs and they're going back to the old ones. It is a bit rife with people who do utilise that, and it can be a bit frustrating if you're playing like a game of like domination or team deathmatch, whatever you're playing, and you just got constant grenade launchers coming in. I mean, I've been guilty of it myself because it's so easy to do, but I feel like it will be something that they would have to like get rid of or patch it and make it pretty much straight away. I mean, I know there's been some sort of talk over the past couple of years of a Modern Warfare 2 remastered. I mean, the remastered Modern Warfare 1, and I know it's not a lot of people enjoyed it, but I really enjoyed that game, and I feel like obviously they remastered the campaign for Modern Warfare 2. It's just like, what are they waiting for? Just give me that Modern Warfare 2 remastered. I mean, I would absolutely love it. Obviously, if the original game released today, I do still think it'll be a hit. Let me know what you think about that. I just feel like everything in the game was just what Call of Duty should be. Traditional boots on the ground. I'm not a massive fan of omni movement and fast-paced movement and spinning around and sliding. I mean, but you might be, and that might be what you like. And it has, the game, and like I said, the player base has developed from 10 or however many, maybe even 20 years ago now. So something around there. But yeah, the player base has developed, so a lot of people, they are asking for these type of things, that be able to move fast, to get around the map faster. Not everyone wants to run for like 3 or 4 seconds and then have to stop and then start again, unless you run a marathon or something like that. So like I say, a lot has changed, but I do still think if the game was to be released in today's days, I think it would be a great hit. Let me know what you think. Obviously it is a bit different the way you look at Call of Duty now, with all the different, even just things like camos. I mean, the challenges you have to do now to get camos, obviously it's a bit different in Black Ops 6 this year, but the Call of Duties of the past few years before that, the challenges have been crazy. So I just like traditional headshot to build up my camos. It's pretty simple and the best way I've always enjoyed doing it. So yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments about that. Obviously, fingers crossed they might one day bring a Modern Warfare 2 remastered. I mean, for me that would be amazing. I know for a fact I'd be straight onto it. Obviously, I remember when they brought Modern Warfare 1 out, when there was loot boxes present in that game, and I feel like for a game like that, it may be not a good idea, obviously, because in the traditional game, they didn't exist in it, do you know what I mean? So it doesn't really make much sense to be having that, but I suppose it's their way of just making as much money as they can, as always, isn't it? There's always going to be that element of trying to get what they can out of it. So I feel like if Modern Warfare 2 Remastered was to River Colour, I feel like that would be a part of the game. Even if it was just like camo, it wouldn't be so bad. I wouldn't like to see weapons locked amongst those. That wouldn't be too great. but hopefully one day we will see that game added, but you never know. Hopefully they might actually bring Call of Duty back to what it was. Like I said earlier, my sort of favourite type of Call of Duty is boots on the ground. It's more slow paced. It's the Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 2, even Black Ops 2 as well, as a slow paced game compared to what we've got now. And that's why I find so much enjoyment going back to them, because those were my favourite days of Call of Duty and the most I ever really found myself enjoying it. I do feel like if the game was to release in today's day and age, you would obviously get people exploiting the normal things as people normally do. But I feel like the snipers would obviously went down a hit, because you've got two unbelievable snipers in there, so many great weapons. I mean, it's tough to say, isn't it? Because if the game was released now compared to what people are used to, like with the advanced movement, you might get the opposite reaction. Like, what's going on? This is unbelievable. It should never be like this. It's too slow. So it's one of these ones that's going to divide opinion for sure. Let me know what your sort of favourite Call of Duty is. Do you prefer it when it's more slower? Do you prefer it when it's more fast paced? Diving around corners and things like that. And like I said, it is just a personal preference. I don't really feel like it's something that you need to be frustrated about, because your opinion is your opinion, and if you do want to jump back on the old games like I do, you still can. If you've got an Xbox, you can just literally buy the games, even just online on G2A or something like that. I've bought a couple of codes on there and it's been no problem, and I've been enjoying myself playing them. I always have fun. You can always find a lobby pretty much as long as you're in like prime time, wherever your time zone is. I've never really had any issues of finding games, and there's still people under the same impression like yourself, if you are on those old games, that I enjoy them more than what we get now. I feel like one thing that people used to appreciate a lot more was calling cards as well, and emblems. For me, those were things I used to really take notice of when I was playing against people or coming up against someone and you see the kill cam, whereas now I honestly don't even think I cast an eye to whatever the calling cards were. I even just think like the animated nuke emblem used to be like the best in, but I suppose it's, like I say, it's a generational thing, isn't it? Compared to what we've got now, if all you had was a couple of default calling cards and some animated emblems, people might think, oh, there's not enough. So yeah, like I say, the game has developed over the years and it has really changed. And for me, it's not in my opinion, not for the better, but it is just gaming in general, isn't it? Things are going to move on with new engines and stuff. The game doesn't feel the same as what it used to for me, but that is, like I say, probably just due to the new engine and whatever else they've done to it. And obviously next gen consoles and stuff as well. Obviously the original CODs are the ones that I enjoy the most anyway. They're all like past gen on Xbox 360 I play on. So it is just a thing, a sign of the times. I think games move on, games change, they feel different, but I still enjoy, hopping on these old games whenever I can. And fingers crossed we may one day see Modern Warfare 2 remaster, like I did say earlier on. Let me know if you'd ever like to see that. I know they are also, or they may already have, maybe bringing Modern Warfare 2 to the Game Pass. I did see that was announced a couple of months ago. Whether that actually went ahead, I'm not sure. But if it does happen, it can only be positive, because the more people we can get on these old games, it's better. Obviously, the more lobbies you get and the more matches you get to play. If anyone's trying to do like a road to prestige or whatever, sometimes you might find yourself not being able to find a game. So the more people that are on, the better. And I hope everyone has enjoyed today's video. Like I said, let me know what your thoughts are on that. Do you think the game would be a success if it was released in today, or do you feel like people would abuse mechanics and it wouldn't be a success and no one would like it? For me, I think it would be great. Obviously, it's funny to say in hindsight, because you never know, do you? But fingers crossed we will get a remaster pretty soon. Alright guys, that's everything for now. Take care. Goodbye.